if you do stuff on Saturdays other than watch football, unless if you have work, and even then put an earbud in or something, then I don't know what you're doing with your life. And I have to question if you're a real human. Because today, this is an hour and a, it's about an hour after this game finished, hour and a half. I'm still not over what happened. I have not yelled like that in my life. No, okay, that's not a lie. In a long time. Let's just say that. I've not been that infuriated over a call in a long time. I have not been more infuriated off of a special team situation than that. I've not even been infuriated over questionable coaching decisions than that in a long time. But even of all that, we still won. We played such an imperfect game and still won. This year reminds me of kind of the 2015 year, but better. Of a higher potential, I guess. I don't know. 2015, every game was like really, really, really close. But a lot of times we're on the losing side. This year, I could see us on the winning side of a lot of these. And I said in my preview of this week for college football, I said we have more experience. I think we're going to pull away late. Technically, we did. Just really later than I thought. Let's get one thing out the bag. Josh Heupel, we won. But we're not going to let you off the hook for what happened in regulation. End of regulation. We took 30 seconds to get the second play off. We have 2 timeouts, and again, we don't use them. Why not? We have 13 seconds. We're past midfield. You ran the ball probably to get a quick spike. I was yelling to the rooftop, spike, spike, spike the ball, spike the ball. So there's 12 seconds left, and you can run the ball maybe one more time, timeout, and then throw a ball and see if you get 8 yards and you're in field goal range. Kick it straight. This guy has a crazy leg. He just can't kick it from the side. Saw that again today. He missed the wide left. No, let's have him kick straight from now on. Because he can do that. He beat. That's the problem with Bama. He kept missing those because he was on the side. He made a 52-yarder against Georgia. Why? Because it was a straight-on kick. And if anyone dares to say the SEC is not the best conference, I'm watching Oregon have 3 points and Penn State have 3 points midway in the third quarter. You call that fun? That's fun? That's the best you can produce? Buddy, SEC Network had our game. It was lit for the crowd. Crowd was lit. Shout out to them. Shout out to Fozzie Whitaker and the other guy on the call. Overall, pretty good. Questionable PI situations this game. First one, McMurray, that's not pass interference. Second of all, major one. Brazzell should have about 200 yards on the game. But they called that back. That is hand fighting, and he just moves off of him, and the guy falls. Brazzell is such a good one-on-one receiver that they have to call penalties to keep him from scoring, which set us back a lot. So we just wasted a drive. So if anyone critiques our defense, shut up, please. They forced 6 sacks, had 2 touchdowns, and got us a stop in the game. Got us 2 major stops. The one in regulation, and then that. I know we bend, and I know we mess up a couple times. But understand this. Mississippi State had great field position and only really had 1 or 2 complete drives that led to touchdowns. They scored off of turnovers. The Brandon Staley, horrible game. Horrible first half. About 3 drops. A drop punt, and then you let the ball roll for 25 yards. Horrible. Mike Matthews, you dropped the deep ball. That's a tough catch to make, but you should be able to do it. I'll give you a pass because it was in the sun, and the other guy from Mississippi State dropped it in the exact same area. So clearly the sun might have been an issue, but cannot have that happen again. Just can't. Can't have that happen. Unacceptable on all levels. Again, I'm watching Oregon stuff right now because Alabama's at half. It was a great throw by that Moore guy. I have Oregon winning. Just, why is he the one returning? Boo Carter's been the returner for most of the year. Let him do it. He's better in open space anyways. He's seen that earlier in the year. We've seen that last year. Let him have open. He did that against Georgia. He had like a 30-yard return against them. Let him do it. Secondary, I thought played pretty good for us being hurt him being banged up and having defensive linemen coming in and out, like Joshua Joseph. He was out for a minute and then gets a scoop and score because Tyree West balled out. Number 31 balled out again. The left tackles was very rough. And we saw the right tackle last week struggle against us too. So we're making these tackles look bad. And I want to give a prop to someone, David Sanders. I said this to my mom before even the drive started. Very unfair for that to be his first drive. Very unfair for that to be his first drive. To be the last drive of regulation, and he had a false start. But overall, he held up his end. I can't complain. That's your first beginning. I could only imagine what else he could be. Only can imagine. I hope this also learns today that run packages that don't go right up the middle work. We scored out a 2-minute warning with Joey Aguilar on a design quarterback run, quarterback power. We did that last game too, 2 games ago against Georgia. And then we start off with a different package, and Bishop breaks a 1-on-1 and rips off a touchdown because we don't run it up the middle. Amazing. Again, we cannot run the edge. We cannot stop edge runs. We have to fix that. That was a problem in the Georgia game, but it was not exploited. The bubble screen stuff was exploited. They didn't run the bubble screens. They ran it to the outside, and that Fluffy guy just beat us up on the outside. Fluff. Dude's a beast. Blake Shippen, not a great game, not bad. Their O-line could not block. And Georgia's O-line didn't look great against us either. They looked pretty solid, but not great. Our defensive line is really freaking good. And we got 2 touchdowns. Shout out to Tyree West and shout out to Colton Hood. These guys, that's the second touchdown of the year. And Tyree West caused a fumble. Joshua Josephs hurried up, got the ball, and ran it back. We don't win that game without those 2. We don't win that game without that defense. So if we complain about it, shut up. We allowed pretty much 20 points defensively. Because the other 2 came out for turnovers. They didn't have to be on the field. We gave them chances. So I can't really blame them a ton for that. 2 or 3 actually came off of turnovers. First one, could have stopped him. Joshua Jovis was kind of stupid, though, and just threw the guy. Got mad at that. Second time around, again, couldn't maybe could have stopped him, but again, just let him by. Again, shouldn't have to be on the field. Making a good drive. Up by 3, 20-17, maybe go up by 10. Nope, Kitzelman drops it. Kitzelman, bad game. You are a tight end. You have to catch these contested passes. You are the reliable one there. You have to be all reliable, and you're not. Chris Brazel's a beast. Chris Brazel is running up for the Biletnikoff right now, and that is wonderful sighting. That shows that we can make the big plays. I know Aguilar didn't play a perfect game. He did not, but I like that he takes chances. I like that Brazel goes up and makes plays, and when the drive mattered the most, he made the play. He made the plays. Go get it to Brazel. We know we have a number 1, and we have our number 1 quarterback. And we're heading into a bye week, and we're playing Arkansas. If we're going to get right offensively fully any game, it'd be against them. And especially our D-line to exploit them. Sam Pittman's probably going to be gone. I like him as a person. I think he's really honest. I like him as a guy. I think he'd be a good coordinator. Again, he was a really good O-line coach for Georgia. Just not a head coach for Arkansas. They got beat by 43. The Notre Dame. Come on. But anyways, O-line played great. We allowed 1 sack. That's fine. We forced 6. Run blocking, iffy, but again, we got to get more creative. An end around would be nice to see at one point. A run to Staley would be kind of cool. He's speed demon, and we run him we don't give him the ball. He's a punt. He's not going to be a punt return anymore. He can go deep, but he's not a go up and get it guy. And the way defenses cover us, you have to have a go up and get ability, which Staley does not have. Runny though, which is why you give him a drag route to get him a little bit in the run game. Brazel is a 1-on-1 guy. Mike Matthews can be. He's just a lot more iffy on it. He has the capabilities. It's not the consistency. Brazel has not failed us once. My gosh, this game took a lot of years probably off my life. But I fell on my knees in happiness and fell on the floor in a win. I'll take that. 4-1, Mississippi State should be ranked. If they know anything about college football, they should be ranked over BYU, over TCU. Get them out of there. That Arizona State win looks a lot better too. Mississippi State, you have a very good team. You should be proud of yourself. And we're never going to play a Bulldog again. Just no. I am done with the Bulldogs. I don't care if it's Samford or Gonzaga. I'm done with Bulldogs. Georgia does this. Mississippi State does this. I'm done with that. We're going to go home. We're going to watch Vandy play at Bama. Watch Bama right now beat up Georgia. We'll see if that continues. We got Florida at home versus Texas. We got Miami playing at Florida State. That was a cool field rush, by the way, for Virginia. Hope everyone's okay. Squirrel White, sorry you got ran over. Sorry. But, yeah. Imagine him with this team. This quarterback, that deep threat ability. Ooh, that'd be kind of fun. Anyways, who knows? But anyways, proud of this team. Let's go out. Defense needs to get better. The run defense. This is the run game. And we got to get more efficient on our running balls. Our ability to run the ball. It works against FCS teams. Works against lower Division I teams. Maybe it works against Arkansas. But not teams that actually can play. Shout out Mississippi State. Really put us to a thriller. This might be another 5 out of 5 game. 5-star game. Shout out to us. Switch to my Dobbs jersey from my white shirt. We won. Shout out to everyone. And yeah, God loves y'all. Shout out to Ole Miss too. I did not want LSU to win. I don't like Brian Kelly, so good job.